Here we are with former champ, boxing promoter, Jessie James Leija. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you, bro.
You got a stacked card tomorrow, Monday Night Boxing?
Busy night tomorrow.
How you feeling?
I feel well. I don't have to fight, so I feel great. Now, if I had to fight, I'm sure these guys I would be nervous and anxious and ready to get into the ring, and then doubting yourself. There's so many negative things come into mind when you're a fighter, just not knowing. You know, Mike Tyson has talked about that. Every time he was walking to the ring, he was like, "What am I doing this? What am I doing? What am I doing?" And the closer he gets, the more confident he got.
Right.
Once he got into the ring, he was ready to go. Same thing, man. We call it that long walk to the ring. You know, the walking the plank, not knowing if you're gonna survive or not. And there's times when you go into the ring and you're just thinking, "Man, am I gonna be able to make this thing? Am I gonna survive?" So you just don't know what's gonna happen in the ring. And that's what every fighter goes through every single fight, and it never stops. So I know what those fighters are going through, and I feel for them. And being a promoter now, we want to make sure that every fighter has a fair chance, gets paid equally, gets paid fairly, and has a great experience fighting for the Headz and Golden Boy Promotions.
Now, speaking about the card, you got a good mixture of San Antonio fighters and Golden Boy fighters. Fidel Maldonado, a lot of fans in here tonight from New Mexico.
Yeah, from New Mexico. That's great. And you know what? That's a sign of a real fighter that relates to the people relate to him, and that goes a long way. Because I'm telling you, when your career is over with boxing, you hope that if you need to get a job, that people are going to look at you and respect you for the hard work you did in the ring and want to give you a job outside the ring. And I always tell my guys, get your education, be a good guy, inside the ring and outside the ring, because when your career's over, somebody may want to hire you. And I got that advice from my former manager, Lester Bedford. He said, "James, you may never win a world title when they first signed me, because you may never do anything in boxing. We hope you will, but you may not. And if you don't, you want someone to like you for the hard work you did in boxing and want to hire you in their business."
Absolutely.
And and it's great advice, because if I didn't make it, I would have to be able to fall back on something.
And now you're getting love from the people.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the ticket sales, where they can get them. I know a few remain, right?
Yeah, on a few remain. We have great general admission tickets. I mean, you've been inside the Cowboys, so every seat's a great seat.
Yeah, every seat.
You're just general admission, or you have your seats. So you cannot have a bad seat. And then the action's great. 4 rounds of guys fighting like crazy. Then you got your main event. And it's everyone wanting to become a world champion. Everyone fighting for that goal, and they're going to fight tough to get to that goal. And but some guys aren't going to make it. But the ones that do are going to keep fighting, keep driving, and keep plowing away and make it to the top.
Now, good mix of talent. Newcomers, pro debuts. You got a guy like Barrios. You got Kendall Castaneda. You got Earl Spence.
Yeah.
And then Fidel Maldonado main event.
These are guys that are going to be around and by. We have Joseph Rodriguez, who's one of our guys from our gym. 5-0.
Yeah, Mongoose.
Yeah, Mongoose. So we have I have a great future for my. I feel I have a great future. All these guys, and so these are the names that you're going to hear for in the next 4 or 5 years. Their names will still be bigger and better. It's just exciting to see them grow.
Now, one last thing. Aside from promoter, you also got a gym. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have 2 boxing gyms here in San Antonio, which I cater mainly to businessmen and women, stay-at-home moms. But I also have a lot of pros and a lot of amateurs. Matter of fact, we're getting ready for the Golden Gloves. I have 18 fighters fighting the Golden Gloves. I have about 10 pros at my gym right now.
Jairo Castaneda up there, right?
Yeah, and I have about 140 clients that come in and train for fitness.
And where can the people get out there and get that info?
JessieJamesLeija.com or ChampionFitGym.com.
There it is, Jessie James Leija, San Antonio, boxing champ, now promoter, TRU Boxing Headz.